1337 FM.
Nerd
Talk Radio.
Engage.
This is 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio. I'm Matt.
I'm Mark.
I'm Steve.
I'm Joe.
And we're here tonight just having a drink, having a hangout, and just chilling. So yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Mark,
I've got to let my blood pressure come down because please somebody send us money so we can get some good machines to record on.
I agree.
I'm getting pissed off.
Send us money. I agree with that.
I'll give it to them. You just send me and I'll give it to them.
Send it to Joe and he'll give it to us, and then
Cash only, right?
cash only.
Yeah, in Zimbabwe dollars.
What is it? The African prince to give him your bank account information.
That email used to give from Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigerian prince.
That's Joe's behind it.
Emailed you too.
You're the Nigerian prince, aren't you, Joe?
No, I know him
No?
now.
Oh, okay.
We're talking on email all the time.
I thought you were saying you're a Nigerian queen.
Drag queen.
You look Nigerian, though.
Wow.
Only on the outside.
Yes. It's nothing but love on the inside.
Okay.
So we have a very special little guest here tonight. For the first time, hopefully not for the last time, we got Mr. Steve Hall. Say hi, Steve.
Hi.
That was quick.
And Joe Lastname again is joining us. Thank you for joining us, Joe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We're missing Mike again. He's in Disney World or Disneyland?
I think it's Disney World because Disneyland's in California.
Right. Yes.
But
I always
this
get
is
them mixed up.
the fourth week in a row he hasn't recorded with us. What a
Quack.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm sure he's busy, but
Yeah, exactly.
He's
we
the
gotta give the man a pass, right?
I don't.
No. Balls hard
I
to
hate
the
you,
walls.
Mike.
What?
Mike, you are literally Hitler.
Hitler.
is this pre-1933 or post?
Post.
Is it post-1945 Hitler?
What?
Didn't he have a hole in his head at that point?
Yeah.
Hey, he's dead Hitler.
That's the title for this episode.
Dead Hitler.
He's dead Hitler.
Okay.
Oh god, that sounds like an insult.
Oh my.
So
Anyway.
yeah, as usual, we're sort of just sat here having a drink, having a laugh. Sometimes we watch a movie, sometimes we don't. This time we kind of watched Mark get frustrated at the mics. They're not working. We don't know what's going on. I think our equipment is deteriorating, and some dollarinos to sort of get us set up here. That would not go astray.
No.
That would be so helpful. But
Not at all.
our listeners, they're just ungrateful,
Quack.
aren't they?
You have listeners?
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently.
No.
One is Jeff Finch.
We love you guys, but
Yeah. We love you guys. I love you like I love Fresca, And now and then you're like, oh, that's nice. And then you drink it, you're like, oh, it tastes like crap.
Wow.
See that?
did you ever have Fresca mixed with any kind of alcoholic
God,
beverage?
no.
Gin.
Anybody?
Yeah. That's the way we make
That makes sense
a
to
gin
mix it.
bucket. You guys have had gin buckets before?
I've been a gin bucket.
Yeah.
Just on the floor.
Is it because of the lemony taste to Fresca that it goes
and
well
the
with gin?
grapefruit and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just dump it in a bucket with a bunch of gin and a bunch of fruits, and we had a turkey baster, and we'd stick the turkey baster down and fill it up and squirt it into our glasses.
That sounds like
That's
a time. Oh, man.
awesome.
A gin bucket, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
You should call
That
that?
could be a next episode or
Yep,
something.
right in
Yeah.
the middle
I
of the table.
You know what? We need to do it.
You know what we
Next
can call
time
it?
you come over for the next episode,
Christmas
we need
time.
to do a gin bucket.
Christmas time, we're all going to get together.
Christmas time gin bucket.
Yeah, but we can call it the
Quack.
bucket. And when we're all
The
annoyed,
docket bucket because we duck everything.
when we're annoyed from work, me and you and Steve are annoyed from work, and we'll just take a turkey baster each and just go suck it up. Go
Quack. Right into
Just right into our gullets.
glasses.
Yeah,
Right in
yeah.
your butt.
Don't even swallow, just straight down.
Yeah.
Straight down your arse.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably what.
That's how you get alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Last time you said you wanted to die in combat, now you want to die of alcohol poisoning.
It's combat. Gin Yeah,
Oh,
is let's- combat.
Did you ever see?
Yeah, I agree.
Did you ever see the guys that basically they take alcohol and they vape alcohol.
God.
Have you ever seen that?
Oh, maybe. It sounds
All
familiar.
you do is you get something that will, like a pump that will put pressure, and it has a seal.
Is
So
it
you
electric
take
pump?
no, just a manual pump, and you take like a Captain Morgan bottle,
God, it sounds horrible.
and you put enough pressure on the bottle, and when you pop it off and it releases the pressure, it makes a cloud. But the cloud isn't, and you huff back the alcohol. You don't get to taste it, but supposedly it gets you wrecked like
I can
fast.
imagine, yeah.
Like that. Like
See, I got wrecked today
that.
playing Overwatch. And
yeah?
it was,
You got wrecked playing Overwatch, or you?
well, I mean, sometimes
drank?
you know yourself, Steve, because we played Overwatch a few
fun
times.
game.
That is going to be the title of our movie production company. Fun Game Productions is going to have your voice.
Fun game.
No, it's,
I think
'cause-
everything should have, like, every title of company or anything should just be Joe's voice, like when the icon pops up on the screen before the movie or the game, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
All them royalties.
Yep.
yeah, I mean, like you said, me and you played Overwatch before. You know,
Yeah.
we've played a few losing games.
Well,
I think the only time I played with you was when we lost twice in a row,
probably, yeah.
which is fair enough. I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, I was annoyed, and I was like,
Quack.
Steve, okay, carrying him.
I have just as much fun playing like a really close game when you lose than I do a game where you just steamroll the other team. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, really close games.
Yeah,
are
because
exciting.
then there's no. You're just like, we're winning. We're winning.
I think
Like,
we played Lee Jong Tower.
Yeah.
Me and you. And I was Mercy, and you were
I think I was playing
Reinhardt.
Probably, yeah.
And we kept getting stomped. And I switched to May, and I don't know who you were. But me and you were doing good, and everyone else was doing shit.
Quack.
I think we won that one actually.
Did we?
Yeah.
I think
Or maybe
because
it
instead of
was
3, we won 1, we lost 2.
No, it was King's Row that we won. We played on King's Row. And
Yeah. That's when I joined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Steve Hall, we play Overwatch. Joe has played Overwatch, but he doesn't play it. He should.
I got banned.
Did
While
you
we're
really?
on the
Yep.
And
Yeah, it is.
Topic
Why?
of
do you find that those
I've been
kind of
pretty
games
good.
have a lot of? You have to learn a lot about the individual character's strengths and weaknesses to play them. Do you find that there's a definite like learning curve to getting into those kind of games? Because I had what's the one that came in the orange box by Valve?
the Orange
Team
Box.
Fortress 2.
Yes.
Well, I
Team
mean-
Fortress.
oh.
I've played it maybe handful of times because I have it for Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And I might have played it a handful of times, and well, of course I got owned because I didn't know the game.
Yeah.
But you're playing against these guys that's all they do. That's all they do.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're playing a game that's only multiplayer, you're going to come across people like that all the time. And people that take it super
Yes.
seriously. I mean, I play Overwatch, I have fun.
yeah,
That's what I play.
of course, but you have to learn the strengths and the weaknesses of the individual characters too, right? You have somebody that you find that you can play well with.
Yeah.
And if you go out of like maybe there's 2 or 3 that you play well with right off the bat because you figure out right soon that there's that one those guys that you just know how to play with, and then there's certain characters is like, no sir.
I can't play most tanks I can't play.
Yeah.
I can't play good with the hit scan characters, like the DPS, like guys like McCree. Like, because I don't have the mechanical skill yet. Like,
You can't aim worth a damn.
I'm working on my aim, right? Like, I actually did, the pro players, they calculate out their, they actually take a measuring tape, and you measure how far your 360 is, so they'll go on the mat, and they'll move their mouse, and then however many inches is how many 360s, then you do, like, a formula and get your DPI and stuff, and then you just
It's really.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Yeah, that's what a lot. There's actually a formula that exists on the internet that you
See-
can punch in. Like, it's crazy how like the top guys, that's what they're doing, and they're playing almost all.
They're
the
playing
time, right?
competitively.
Yeah,
They're playing.
Yeah.
They're playing for everything. They're
playing for keeps.
See,
playing for
no, I
keeps,
can't take a game that seriously.
No, me
Yeah,
neither.
you can.
I would
No.
never be able to be that good. I don't think.
I
No.
don't care enough.
I can't put that time. I can't make that time commitment
Yeah.
because to me games are the way to calm down.
Yeah.
I love Halo. I've played maybe 20 games of online Halo.
I've played many.
I've
Very
been playing
many.
20, and I'll tell you, I don't like how I feel when I'm going against other people and I'm losing all the time. I just pissed off.
Most of the time I play like single player games like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Mass Effect.
just something with a good story. Yeah, like, exactly. Mass
Yeah,
Effect.
good story, Mass Effect.
And I was thinking about that. I was too, because somebody can say that they're a gamer, and if they only played Madden and Call of Duty, they're not a gamer.
yeah.
Then there's people who say I play only mobile games like Clash of Clans. I'm such a gamer.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and they'll say,
you can't.
well, technically it's a game.
Technically,
You can play
Quack.
solitaire. It doesn't make you a gamer.
Yeah, that's right.
Then again, I don't like being elitist.
Yeah, you do.
But-
No. But if you can't say that you've ever played anything that was made in Japan,
Like what?
anything.
Replay.
I mean, I know people
All
who
those
own a
weird,
360
anime
only
games
for
I've seen,
the
yeah.
new NHL every year. That's the game that they get for Christmas is the new NHL every year, and that's what they know how to play, and that's all they buy. That's what they have their 360
Like
for,
my-
and that's all it is.
My ex-brother-in-law's like that.
Yeah, not a gamer. Hockey
Yeah,
fan,
yeah.
not a gamer.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, can I jump back on Overwatch for 1 second? and
Go
tell you
right ahead.
something?
No.
You want, Steve? I
What happened to me a couple days ago? I was playing a ranked game, right?
don't
And
play
as
ranked.
soon as soon, well, the thing I like about ranked, and the reason I play it is because you go in and usually most games I played have been super fun because all the other guys on my team have had mics and we've actually worked
That's-
together and communicated, and it's been like super fun,
It's
right?
such a rarity.
Yeah.
Oh, but I've lucked out a lot of times, except for this one time. I joined this game and right away the guy had a macro set up to like post this thing in chat, and what it said was something along the lines of, "I play Torbjorn. I only play Torb. I don't talk on the mic. I don't talk in comms at all because people just complain. If you want to win, build a team comp around me." That's it. Like
What a
quack. Yeah, like I got no problem with whatever characters you want to play, but
Hanzo
don't.
means.
That was
You
me.
know, like, yeah, exactly. Like, people who will pick one character, only play it, and won't communicate, and like,
Yeah,
that character might have been
exactly.
fine for
It was
that
me.
game, you know. But
It was me. I
Well,
did that.
it is
it
a
is.
team
Yeah.
sport, though.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
I find the quick play. I mean, it's just
Hard work.
it's so because you
pays
can just
off.
do whatever you want.
yeah,
I mean, if I try to build a skill, if I try to get better with a character, sorry, this rum is hitting me. I don't drink rum, and I just drank 2 Captain Morgan spiced root beers, and the rum has just hit me, and I can feel it.
Yeah.
I quick play. If I play quickly all the time. I don't play competitive because I just like to have fun with it.
yeah,
But if I want to win, I'll be the I'll play around the comp of the team.
yeah.
If I want to just have fun and do whatever because I'm either bored or eating or something, I'll just play whoever I want to play, and the team be damned. Like I don't believe in mains in that game.
No, you.
I do.
Of course you do. It's your
When
Hanzo
you're
main.
going on quick play, you kind of gotta say, like, even if you know, like, say if you want to practice a new character, even though you're jumping into a game, like, it might not be the best character to pick to go with everybody else, but how are you going to practice that character if you don't?
Against
That's exactly the thing. That's exactly
You know,
the thing.
that's why they
Against
have
real
like
people.
Play against bots.
they have
Yeah.
quick play for that quack. You know?
Play against bots, man. They're
Good,
like,
yeah, you could do that too.
they're like
But
Yeah, but-
super legitimate. Those
That's-
bots are
that's-
they
really
got
good.
they got the training.
I
thing,
had
too.
Yeah.
when I first got, I think it was Halo 3. I'm pretty sure it was when Halo 3, and I was still living in Ontario at the time, and there was this guy that worked at the store that he knew that we were both on each other's Xbox Live, and he looked at my achievements and seen that I had gone through the campaign a few
Was
times.
it on Legendary?
Not on Legendary.
Oh, you're
no.
such a-
Legendary you got
No.
to do with 2 people.
Scrub.
You can't do Legendary by yourself.
I have on Halo 3.
Oh my God! You must have patience of a saint.
I did.
Okay.
I don't anymore.
Okay. Well, it is doable, as you say, but it's not fast. Anyway, he said you've finished the game a few times on many different levels. You must be good at playing Halo.
Yeah,
I'm good at playing Halo single player
yeah,
against
When you know how the
bots.
enemies are going to react.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And the difference between taking down taking down a Covenant elite as opposed to an actual Spartan is a different story because depending on the weapons involved, right? So, and the computer controls the characters completely different than humans control the characters. It's it's not the same.
Well, humans
not
are
the same at all.
Humans are the ultimate game, the ultimate ultimate prey.
Yeah.
Because they know how you're going to react, but the thing is about AI controlled, they don't know how you're going to react, and they have their scripted movements.
Yeah.
Pathing, etc.
They're not going to run around the computer's not going to have the enemy run around away from you.
Scope.
And yeah, exactly. Go find a new weapon or.
Yeah.
Speaking of 360 no scope, Joe, I played a match today with the entire enemy team was Anna, and they kept trying to jump 360 no scope everyone.
That's hilarious.
Cool.
It was terrible. It was cancerous.
Yeah.
And we obviously won,
Yeah.
but I got 360 no scope by Anna. And for those who don't play Overwatch, Anna, she shoots a gun.
She's a granny.
She's a
Doesn't
heel.
that defeat the purpose, though?
She's a heel mom.
Like, her damage is over time, though.
But it's like within 3/4 of a second.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could hit and that's like 180 damage. What's a lot?
It defeats the purpose.
You defeat the purpose.
What purpose?
I don't know. I've had a lot. I don't know what they're. I don't know. They're like those cans. I don't know what they've been mixed at, but I'm drunk. I've had 2 cans of spiked rum.
They're pretty big compared.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just drinking Captain Morgan spiked rum with really cheap root beer and Captain Morgan spiced.
It's got about 100 more milliliters than your average.
The thing is, I don't drink
beer.
rum, so like that's just hitting me. And I drank those pretty fast. Well, the second one.
She has some lambs.
You still got a 9% beer to drink later too.
9%?
Oh God, it fit.
Yeah, I brought a beer for everyone to try and review.
Holy cow!
And
9%.
I've had it before, and it's a very good beer.
It's not gnarly. It's good.
What is it? Where's it from?
It's from Quebec.
Okay.
Fin de Monde is French for end of the
In
world.
the world.
Nice.
Did you have that homebrew that we made at one time?
Oh God, the stuff in the was.
Was that
Me,
prison
Jordan
homebrew you
Brown,
made?
I made. Was that the? It
the
was
toilet?
Welch's grape
Is that a
juice
gas
in a
can?
gas can.
No. It was
Yeah.
Jerry
Oh,
can.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
different.
it was Jerry
actually,
can.
like-
Okay,
is it?
We put it in
please
bottles
tell
and
me it
stuff.
was a new jerry can.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It wasn't you.
It was stole
Oh,
legally from Iowa
the gas
State.
But
adds
we were
flavor.
like, I remember we were drinking in my friend's basement, and I kept thinking like, we're gonna be on like, have you seen that show, 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah,
We're gonna be on that show. There's these 2 jackasses that.
Was it John Pike?
No,
It would make sense.
I was in David Picard's basement.
David Buffard III.
Mhm.
That guy.
Victim of global
Yeah.
warming.
Dude, isn't he like? Is he graduated from Toronto Film School yet?
No, he's in Vancouver right now.
Doing what?
He works at Hothead Games.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, he. I think he's a tester. I visited him there last year.
He's an alright guy.
Yeah,
I don't mind him at all. He's a cool
We're
guy.
Hothead, then. It sounds familiar.
Tester's a bad job. for a
Hothead
gaming company,
made. They made Death Spank. You remember that game?
Oh, yeah.
And now they do mostly mobile games. I think.
Wah.
Well, nothing wrong with mobile games. It's a big
Swing and a
industry
miss.
now.
Ron Gilbert
huge,
joined. That was Ron
but-
Gilbert joined.
though. Yeah.
That was
Monkey Island fame.
I like me some Ron.
Guy, brush, 3-wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I think we should all talk about our beers first. And I got some questions for you later, Steve Hall.
Sure. Yeah.
And you need to get Steve to do the quacks.
Yeah, I already talked to him about
Okay, perfect.
that. So yeah, like the usual, I'm on my good old fallback on Kitty Bitty Premium, Mark's most hated beer.
Licking the back of a frog.
I don't know how many French people you lick, but this is probably the best beer I've ever drank. It is amazing. What are you drinking there,
I'm
Mark?
drinking that Old Faithful, the Dickens cider.
Canadian cider?
What?
What are you talking about, Dickens?
Dickens and cider.
Oh! Sorry.
The old Canadian cider.
Yeah.
Call him Ishmael. So what are you drinking there, Steve?
I will.
I'm drinking Dos Equis.
Say it again?
Dos
Dos
Equis.
Equis?
Dos Equis? Okay.
Iraqis?
I think I think I drank one of
You
I
did.
drank some
One of the
them
times you were over my house, over
Yeah.
my place drinking, you drank Dos Equis. That was the first night you came over drinking, and you were this
Yeah.
close to the mic, and you were right
I was
excited.
so excited. You were happy. You were so excited. Like,
That was the
what's
best
going
I've
on?
ever
And it's
seen
just
you.
like,
Best I ever seen you.
Why?
Because you were hyper and happy and drunk.
I'm happy now that I got this
Wow.
piece of shit
Quack.
to work. Excuse my French.
Meow.
I know. I don't usually drop the F-bombs.
I didn't know you were bilingual.
I am. Mais oui, bon bon.
What do you think of Dos Equis? I mean, I myself don't like it, but what do you think of it?
It's alright.
I didn't find it bad.
I've never actually had Dos Equis.
You want to try some?
You ever Dos Equis
You want to
Equis?
swap one?
Sure, let's swap. I'll
You-
try
you,
it.
You
I'll
have,
try it.
you have a Bex, I'll have a
You
Why
gonna
you
do,
Yeah.
swap a full?
Yeah.
just do a beer swap there, like a wife swap there?
key party.
And you're drinking on
I'm drinking Bex.
Vex.
You were Bex last time.
Yep.
Can't go wrong, I suppose. Well, I mean, I've never had Bex, but I mean, Kenny versus
You never-
Spenny, Kenny versus Spenny, they did like who could drink the most beer, and Kenny chose non-alcoholic Bex, and Kenny had alcoholic Bex.
You said Kenny twice.
Spenny had alcoholic
There
Bex.
you go.
Sorry.
Well, the one always
rum
gets
is
the
just-
shaft, and the other one always
Yeah,
wins.
Kenny always cheats.
Yeah.
Kenny's always he's the guy.
Spenny cheated once and still lost, and they cooked off.
Yep.
That's not very. If the show is always one guy winning because he always cheats against the other fella, I guess
But
it's the comedy of the show.
The comedy is him cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like-
Benny being a freaking neurotic retard.
Kevin.
Yeah.
David Schwimmer with Down syndrome.
I hate David Schwimmer. I hate him so much.
What's the deal?
I want
that's-
to.
Jerry
It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Could this? No, that's Chandler.
They're both.
Could this be anymore?
Could I be any more neurotic?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Gotta get everybody else.
God, that
Did I
Smelly
do that?
Smelly cat. What?
I hate
are they-
Friends. I really do.
Really?
I love
Yes.
Friends.
Lissy loves it.
I do too.
Good.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because you can turn your brain off.
Okay.
I like Friends because I watched it when I was a stupid kid.
Now you're a stupid adult.
Yeah, but listen,
Listening.
I'm not stupid.
You're a very bright boy.
No, I'm not.
Anybody else need a drink?
No,
empty.
I'm good. I'm good for the moment.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, we bought new. We're on our old typical setup of the mics on the broomsticks, but there'd be a good picture to Photoshop. Mics on the broomsticks, and then like Mike looking like
Mike Byrne on
looking like the witch, the Mercy skin.
Mike Byrne is a witch. Yeah.
I laughed today because I was in playing Overwatch, talking to some dude because I get the witch skin.
Yeah.
And I said something like, just as a joke, I was like, "Mercy's my waifu." I said, "Which Murphy? Which Murphy is my waifu?" And they're like, "Which
Chris
Murphy?"
Murphy?
Chris Murphy is my waifu, Joe.
It's quite a waifu.
Big smoke.
We're gonna get him on this podcast.
I haven't seen that guy in probably 10 years.
I haven't seen him since we graduated.
What is a waifu?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You don't know what waifu is.
No, I have no
I
idea.
What is
don't
wrong with you, both
either.
of you? Well, I understand you, but you?
I don't know what it is.
Well, let's hear what it is. Then we'll decide
Tell us
who's
what
weird.
it is.
Yeah.
It's like a term used for. It's obviously I use it ironically.
Okay.
Because in Japan, like sort of lonely dudes
Yeah.
have like a picture of an anime woman on a big long pillow.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like a body.
It's a
body
waifu
yeah.
pillow.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And like I say, like female characters, though they're my waifu, I say it ironically.
okay.
If-
Oh, okay.
Like, imagine a Japanese
Because you
person
actually
saying
have
wife.
a wife and don't need to ring.
Yeah, like you're in love with an anime
Put
character.
a
or
really
something.
exaggerated Japanese accent on the word wife.
Waifu,
Yeah.
Waifu.
husbando.
He's got a little racist.
Okay.
But
That's
I mean,
just a
That's where it came
teensy
from.
bit.
That would
It's a-
also be a good episode title. A little racist.
This
Is that like a-
episode hasn't been the best in the terms.
is that like a
of-
midget saying white power? A little racist.
That's a little
that's-
patriot.
That's strong.
Wah, wah.
That's like what do you call a midget psychic that broke out of jail? A small, medium, and large. Ha! Dun 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 dun. Woo!
And it was. Let's cut it off right here.
Anyway, dead air.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So
the BlizzCon is going on right now. Something me and you were slightly talking about.
Yep.
I think probably two messages. I would seriously. I would love to go to BlizzCon. I mean, you don't really know a lot about Blizzard, do you?
I would hate
I
it.
know enough.
Like, what do you go to BlizzCon for?
I would go.
Shake's dressed up as Night Elves.
Exactly.
I can look on Google
Right.
Images for that.
Jessica Nigri,
Sure.
dressed up
And
as
then
whatever the hell.
me
There you go.
jerking off at it.
I just to see like the cosplay going on, just to go, be awesome.
That's exactly it. To go and be around people that are in the same mind space.
Yeah, I mean,
Really.
I would probably go. Okay. If we had to cosplay as anything based on our height and body shape, I'd be Roadhog. You don't know what Roadhog is? I'll show you.
Yes,
that.
I do.
You know who Roadhog is?
I do.
I don't think you're tall
Yes,
enough for
from-
Roadhog.
I'm not tall enough for Roadhog.
Why be
No.
Torbjorn?
Because he's usually
Quack.
the one with the skinny little,
He
kind of.
doesn't have skinny little anything.
No. He's the big pig-looking character that
Junkrat
sort
is
of
the
hangs
skinny
out
guy.
with
Junkrat is
Yeah.
the
Yeah, Junkrat is the small little
yeah,
guy.
because he has the
Yeah.
tips of his hair on fire for some reason.
You could be Roadhog, Steve Austin could be Junkrat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
See, because you used to be fat,
Yeah.
and now I don't know what you did to not be fat. I'm
What
sure
do people
ate
do?
better and exercised. I'm sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
pretty
big
simple.
secret. But
Secret.
there used to be quite a generously proportioned gentleman. And then I know I always accost you at Regatta for that. I think every year and/or every time we get together, we're drinking. I was just Fat Steve Hall was cooler. Now I just say it to get you going.
Yeah.
It's actually true.
Maybe. It could be true.
I mean, because every time we regatta, if there's a cut, I usually make little circles, you
Yeah.
know, because it'd be like me and Joe and Nick Blake and Jerry, whoever, and then like it's you and Caitlin's friends,
Mhm.
and we're like festival's cooler, and we'll turn back around, and we'll kind of look over, and go, maybe I raise up a beer, and I'm like, yeah,
Wouldn't it be great if I time travel, like passed me time travel to the future and showed up then?
and we're like Steve, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It'd be like the end of Star Wars. When
Which
Obi-Wan Kenobi's ghost is like hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
we're partying on the indoor moon, and then like Fat Steve Hall's ghost is there like woo doo
Yeah.
doo doo. The ghost of all the weight you lost.
You know how many people get pissed off that you actually said it right. The Endor moon, because it's a moon of Endor. It's not.
It's not Dagobah.
It's not on Endor. They're not on Endor. They're on a moon. of Endor.
Indoor moon, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not dummy.
Don't you know?
Oh, Star Trek nerds.
It is better.
Star Trek. Star Trek for the real nerds, eh?
Star Trek's just legitimately good.
What do you guys think of the new Star Trek movies?
I actually quite enjoy them, but the thing is, you turn your mind off when you're watching them.
Yeah, they're just fun. Like
They're just action movies.
I don't like it.
I mean,
and that's
the one
good.
I saw, I didn't like it.
I don't care about Quark.
Wow. Quark's like the best character.
Quark? I don't know.
I hated him.
I think
My
Why?
brother used to watch it all the time. I couldn't stand him. I just wanted to punch him in his frangy face.
What a racist.
I know.
Ferengi
Anti-Semitic.
are so
Quack.
shitty. They're like the
Quack.
shittiest space
It
race.
felt
Hey,
like
Hey, they
throw a
addressed
bunch of
that
characters
in
in
the
a
show.
box, and that was it.
Ferengis have no history of slavery in their race.
What?
Ferengis have no history of slavery,
Okay.
so they're better than humans. They might treat their women.
So
like
does it go
Quack.
fucking
trash.
cosplay as a yes, they do.
That's what I said. They might treat their women like absolute
Oh.
trash.
Yeah, because that time, what's her name's mom went over.
Quark's mom.
No, not Quark's mom. Dana Troy. What's her name? Troy.
Waxana.
Loxana Troy, and them they got brought over to the Ferengi ship, and he just addressed her as female, like female or massage my head fringe, and then you remember that? Yeah, you remember because they made him get naked because females shouldn't wear clothes.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Should bring that back here.
Yeah, that's right. Gene Roddenberry was a genius.
Gene Roddenberry had no touch
Dean
on that.
Roddenberry.
Gene.
No, he
I'm joking.
invented Ferengi.
He invented the show, but he had nothing to do with it that far.
He also
Yeah, he
invented.
had-
Oh, I can't see.
Ferengi,
he also invented
Really?
Wesley Crusher.
Ferengi were in Next Generation. They were supposed to be the next big bad guy. They were supposed to replace Romulans, but they weren't good enough. So
Well,
they just made
clearly.
it into a comedic.
Because they're like space Jews with these funny
Yeah.
head fringe and the bad teeth.
Well, at first they were just like gremlins. Like the first time they showed up, they were just like weird people with like electric whips.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the one where they were like kind of like
Yep.
and they were on like this stormy planet and
Yeah. Riker had to talk to some like
yeah,
portal person.
yeah, because Star Trek logic.
Yeah, man.
And I think they became eventually like kind of just a race of just normal people instead of just like little chimpy ape people with head fringes and electric
Gremlins.
whips, which sounds actually pretty cool. Excuse me.
The only episode I've ever seen was from the original one, where they had all those little tiny balls of
Tribbles.
fur dudes. The Tribbles, yes.
Trouble with Tribbles. That's
Yes.
the only episode that
Yeah.
I think I've ever watched too.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good episode, though. I enjoyed that.
The
They
only-
all of that caliber.
Yeah. Everything else was
That's the
boring
original.
as shit.
Quack. Yeah.
To me, it was boring
I
because
haven't watched
nobody shot
TOS.
enough people.
Never watched TOS
It was low budget, man.
original series.
Oh, okay.
It had low budget.
Well,
Comes with slack.
yeah.
Well,
But
by the end, what was their excuse?
They had low budget.
But
well,
by the
it
end,
was by the end
There's
of
only
it,
3 seasons.
only 3
Is
series
it?
because they canceled it. Yeah.
I
They
never
said-
actually watched it.
Yeah, it was actually at the time the original Star Trek did not go anywhere
Really?
when it originally came out.
It had
It
a-
was after.
Yeah.
I have no
That's
idea.
when
that
the
it
movie
actually-
started later, like in the 70s.
Yeah,
So like the motion picture.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like,
The
after
motion
it was
picture
off
came
the
out
year.
80, 81.
It was like 70 something.
Search for Spock was 81.
Right.
I know that. It's the only thing I know of the original series.
Okay. So
And that's the one where they die. Ooh, I can't do a thing with my fingers.
It was like 10 years after the show went off the air, they made the movie.
Yeah.
So is it
well,
because
they were supposed to make more movies way earlier, but the studio that was I remember I read this lately that the studio thought that when Star Wars came out that there wasn't enough science fiction fans to put 2 Star movies out in the same year.
well, why can't you be a fan of both?
Exactly, but that's what they thought back then.
Okay. Well,
Right.
back then they thought the Earth was flat. And
Quack.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
They wore bell bottoms and
It is actually flat.
no, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
I bet you it's $skrillion it isn't.
skrillion.
Yeah, a lot. So yeah. Battlefield 1.
Battlefield Earth.
Do you ever actually watch it? Of course you
Yeah,
did.
of course.
Of course you did.
It's an amazing movie.
Oh god, that movie is so bad. You ever seen it?
No,
I
don't
have.
think so.
Do you want lunch?
Oh,
It's
like,
John Travolta trying to
and
play
Forrest Whitaker.
an alien,
An 8
but
foot
it looks
tall-
like he just has dreadlocks.
Yeah, pretty much, and a little
Yeah.
thing in his nose.
Yeah,
I
another
kinda,
thing.
John
is-
Travolta with dreadlocks. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what that looks like.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like, oh,
Well, you've seen the trailer for the new Star Wars movie coming out this December, right?
Rogue One.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait to see
you
that.
can sort of almost understand what Forrest Whitaker is going to look like. Forrest Whitaker, because he has dreadlocks in that movie as well. So
but he's also
it's sort of-
black, so it's normal for them.
Yeah, understandable, but
Oh, the
John Travolta, on the other hand,
We're up to like
Yeah.
pretty racist now.
Didn't Scott Neary have friggin' dreadlocks?
I love it.
it's a movie. It's Battlefield Earth is a movie that it almost
Oh,
isn't a
Defies
movie.
logic.
The way that when you watch
So
it, it's
perfect.
like when you watch a movie, you always know a movie is a movie.
Yeah.
In the way that it feels. Battlefield Earth breaks that
breaks
totally.
the mold
breaks the mold. It's just
so
it's
bad.
weird from the start. Like
Then the
it's just-
aliens are on Earth looking for gold.
Yeah,
right
man.
off the bat. It's
know?
just, I don't know,
man.
it's just
Of all
smart.
things.
it's a bad movie.
What?
You're smart.
No, they're not.
Yeah, looking for gold.
Yeah, because it's the only thing the Earth has to offer.
Mhm.
I don't know what you're doing, Joe.
Winking with both my eyes.
It's called blinking.
I was interchanging them. This is Morse code.
This is a change, but I heard they were supposed to be making a Freddie Mercury movie.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And do you know who they had penned to play?
Sacha Baron Cohen, right?
Yeah.
Nick Blake.
Wait, what?
Wouldn't
I thought you
that
were
have
saying
been
Joaquin Phoenix or something.
perfect?
I
Think
don't
of
know.
Sacha Baron Cohen without the
Yeah,
Morris with
okay,
and everything.
okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
the fact that Freddie Mercury was gay, so Sacha Baron Cohen.
He's not gay.
Sure. Freddie Mercury was gay.
Yeah, but Sacha Baron Cohen isn't.
No, but he's not scared to play those kind of roles.
Yeah, look at Bruno.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruno wasn't gay.
That was that.
But
Okay,
it dropped out.
fun
They
fact.
dropped it out.
That is Aaron Fancy's favorite
Quack.
fucking movie.
Bruno?
Bruno loves it. Like he couldn't. Like he said that was the only time he had to run to the bathroom because he almost pissed himself laughing.
Bruno is infinitely worse than Borat.
Because he, the scene where his dick is flicking up and down, and then stops and his dick all goes Bruno, like that. Aaron must have rewinded that part like 6 times, and like he was like on the floor laughing.
Laughing at it.
He was ROFL, like he was there.
So they have a new movie.
Rolling on floor laughing.
The same guy that directed Bruno and Borat. This movie stars Nicolas Cage, which, if you're not on board already,
Nicholas Blake.
It's based on a true story of like I guess this kind of crazy like older man that was a U.S. citizen and they actually went.
I think I know what you're talking about.
He went to Afghanistan to try and find Osama bin Laden, and
Like
he was
you
like
do?
he's walking around like it's Nick Cage. He's got a ponytail. He's got a beard. He's put some weight on. He's walking around. He's like riding a horse with like a samurai sword.
So it's
He's
just
going
Nick
around looking
Cage
for
in his.
bin
Is this a
Laden.
documentary?
Is Nick Cage in his
Based on a
element?
true
It's
story.
based on a true story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
it looks interesting.
Only Nick Cage would take a role like that.
I love Nick Cage.
I viewed Sausage Party.
Oh
And that
god.
was-
Oh my god, that movie is so crazy.
I don't want to say it because I hate Seth Rogen.
Yep.
Do you?
Seth Rogen's
Oh,
humor makes me want to vomit.
Have you watched it?
I just hate you.
I have, yeah. I don't know how I felt about it. It was like
Ain't you
I got to the ending. Like it
the
wasn't.
ending was crazy.
The ending was just
We can't use
crazy.
the R word anymore.
no. We can't.
What?
It's just it was. I was
Retarded?
like,
We have to talk over that.
I couldn't believe that they would put that in. So I don't
Okay.
want to ruin it for
Seal.
anybody. But
Yeah.
Broken.
yeah.
I hate the
Uh-oh.
microphone stand.
Uh,
Sorry,
yeah.
let me be quiet.
But anyway, yeah. Did you expect that? Did you?
No.
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't
I
either.
found most of the movie was just kind of like double entendres and
Yeah.
innuendos, like playing on words, you know.
And then when it got to the end and that happened, it was like
Yeah.
It was all Jewish.
I sat there and I was like, "Am I watching what I'm watching?"
Yeah. And I was watching this with my parents too, which is I always watch the most raunchy movies with my parents. I don't expect them to be that raunchy, you know, and
no.
it just end up in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like Bad Grandpa. Did you see that one with Robert
Oh
De Niro?
my God! Yes, I watched
Yeah,
it the other night.
That
and
one was raunchy too.
I died when he was laying down in bed with, and all of a sudden you just see the penis
Oh,
next
yeah.
to his head, and I lost it. My wife was laying next to me in the bed. And she's like, "What in God's name are you watching?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't make the movies.
Yeah.
I can't be. I don't know what's on them. I've never seen this movie before. You can't blame me. I watch
do.
it. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Joe. I let you down.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah. I enjoyed Bad Grandpa.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Is
bad
that
movie.
Johnny Knoxville?
No,
Robert De Niro and Zac Efron.
yeah.
Isn't there a Johnny Knoxville
I feel like
movie
there-
with his
yeah.
like, grandpa?
That where he gets his penis stuck in the Coke
No,
machine.
Dirty Grandpa's the one
Dirty.
with Zac Efron and Robert De Niro that you're talking about, and Bad Grandpa is the one with
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville, yeah.
Oh, in the beginning, I had
Yeah.
just. The funny thing was, I literally the day that I watched that, I had hernia surgery on my
Oh
stomach.
yeah.
So here I was on painkillers, just got off of surgery, sitting down on my couch with stitches right in my stomach,
Yeah.
and that scene comes up where he gets his penis stuck in the.
Yeah.
It was
It was his
the
balls.
Coke,
It was stuck
in the Coke machine,
yeah.
right?
Did you bust a gut?
Oh my God, I almost did. I was sitting there just holding my stomach, just like,
Holding your guts
oh
in.
my God. Yeah, it was. That part was the funniest.
He's got a new movie out with Jackie Chan, Johnny Knoxville. Quack.
Oh yeah?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm kind of on board with Jackie
need a
Chan and
beer?
Johnny Knoxville. Like, sure.
Have you, man? Jackie Chan is the
Give
bomb.
me a.
Yeah.
Give me a
First
think
off, you gotta.
Yeah.
If you don't like Jackie Chan, there's something wrong with you because the man's a good man and
Oh yeah.
he's just entertaining.
Need a beer, Steve?
Yeah, sure.
Give him a Bex.
Need a beer, Mark?
Uh,
I see a pick up my.
yeah, she might as well hand me one and then.
These pop-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so dead air. So
yeah, Babba-Dooba-Dabba-Dee.
We're talking about Jackie Chan. Great Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan is probably one of the best performers of ever.
He's awesome.
Legend of Drunken Master. Was it
Yeah.
Legend of the Drunken Master or something like that?
yeah,
That's the best martial arts movie of all time.
Drunken Master's really good, yeah.
The sequel is the best one.
I don't know if I've ever seen the sequel.
The sequel, it has that really crazy fight in the refinery area at the end.
Okay.
Is it the original ones done in the 80s or the one done in lately?
Yeah, it's 80s. He fights the guy in the friggin' refinery and he gets knocked on the hot coals and stuff.
Yeah, I seen that.
oh yes.
And that guy who was fighting him was his actual bodyguard. Bodyguard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that were in Jackie Chan movies that Jackie Chan fought against are actually his proteges. A lot of his he
Padawan?
trained them.
What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie?
It's just like metal.
Twisted Metal.
I think my favorite Jackie Chan movie is Operation Condor. Just because that's the one I've seen the most times. It's the sequel to Armor of God.
You're gonna hate me if I say what I'm gonna say. So.
I'll never hate
Isn't
you
it
for anything.
backwards? Isn't
I like
Armor
the
of
Rush
Isn't
Hour
Armor of
movies.
God sequel to...
Well, technically in the Hong Kong titles, I don't know, but
Yeah.
and Operation Condor was made obviously after Armor of God because Armor of God was made in '89. Operation Condor was made in 1997.
It's when I
How
was
do you
born.
remember the years?
I don't know. It's just dates just stick it. In my mind.
I have a friend named Mike who I used to say the name of the movie and that's right off the bat that's what he would say, how much it made and what year it was.
Well, I don't know how much it made, but
Well, but that's what he would say. It made 350 million. But I understand that's how, if 350 million people went and watched the movie and paid $1 to go in, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That makes okay. Listen, was it good? Did it suck?
well, I mean, movies that suck. I mean, sure, they make a lot of movies like Sausage Party. Probably sucked. Made a lot of money.
Did it make
a lot of money? I don't think it did.
I don't know, yeah. I'm not sure.
The name
Well, it was plastered all over Facebook, all over YouTube. I mean, sure, it made a lot of money.
So was Ghostbusters, though.
Oh,
I heard that was bad. I haven't
I heard it was bad from a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's
South
not.
Park told me it was
I
bad,
am not
so.
gonna. I'm not gonna buy it.
Do you still watch South Park?
Oh, yeah.
You're in your mid-20s and you still watch it?
Hell yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That's how I keep up to date on current events.
I watch the news.
So Trigger...
No, South Park's better than the news.
Oh.
Have they made fun of Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
They must have.
Yeah.
Why don't they, create their own plot instead of having to use social media and stuff to actually be worth
I
something?
like that they make fun of current events. And always the stuff, sometimes it'll be the same week that something big happens in the news because they
can make it. I know. I heard
fly by
somewhere.
the seat of their pants, right? They write the episodes
the
24
turnaround is so
hours.
quick. They can make an
Yeah.
episode in 3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, they can make it something. I heard it was 2 days actually. If they work around the clock,
Yeah,
they can make an
I think
episode.
48 hours is the
Yeah,
shortest I've been on.
Yeah,
I still hate it.
That's
But
crazy.
that's me. I mean, I have my own taste. I don't like South Park
Yeah.
myself, but
No.
You love it. You don't like it, you love it. Your favorite character is...
Who?
I don't know.
Butters.
I thought I was gonna say Butters. But you know what's funny? I laughed the other day when you went on your mom's Facebook and put Trump 2016, grab him by the pussy, and I was like,
Is your mom a Trump supporter?
that doesn't sound like Don.
My mom hates Trump.
Of course she does.
Yeah.
I love your mom. Your mom's so sweet. She's always been so nice to me.
Do you guys
She shoots at you on the
Follow
phone. I always
UFC?
laugh.
What's that?
because
Sorry?
do you guys follow UFC at all?
no.
Can't say no.
Well, this fighter that I really liked, I found out he was a Donald Trump supporter, and now I'm like, oh man.
No.
You a Hillary fan?
I'm
Are you just not a Donald Trump fan?
pick the lesser evil.
I would have been.
So
I
Donald
am
Trump.
right there. Bernie Sanders.
See, Saunders?
Sanders.
Bernie Saunders.
Saunders. Colonel Saunders. I was thinking.
No,
I'm a
Colonel
Jerry
Sanders.
Johnson
At the same
fan.
time,
I would have been.
it's Colonel Sanders.
Well, who's Saunders?
Brad Saunders. I don't know. He's a guy I know.
Was
Shout out at Brad Saunders on Facebook. I don't. Whatever.
Bill Saunders. Hey, Bill. How's it going? Anyway, Bernie Sanders. I think he would have been the best. No?
Well, I mean, you think that, but I don't.
Why?
Because he's too
Quack.
fucking liberal. He let 2 black women take over the
Quack.
fucking stage at a
Quack.
fucking... Joe knows what I'm talking about. He let 2 black women come up and shout at him at his
Quack.
fucking rally. You think that shit
Quack.
would have happened at Donald Trump's
Trump's
fucking
like
rally?
substantially racist now.
No. They did. They got up on stage and they tried to take the mic from him. He's like, no, and they're like, let us speak, let us speak, let us speak,
Quack.
let us speak. And they kept saying it, and I was like, if I was a politician, they would have been black bagged.
I would have given him
Yeah.
like I'm really
I
not
would've
complication. I've been like, here.
I would have just choke slammed him.
You would have given the old sideways suplex.
Yeah.
That's the way to get votes.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
But
No, he was too liberal. Hillary's too liberal.
I think he would have been best for that country. I think he would have.
Is this in a good spot? It's a little closer to me than it is to you, and I'm kind of loud.
I
I'm
think we
kind of
should
loud
pivot
too,
off
you
the-
know. I thought.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Let's pivot off the politics.
Alright.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
I
It's
want Trump to win
American
because
politics,
I want Trump to win because it would be the most funny.
No.
Ah,
No. Okay.
Scary.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna throw this at when George W.
Yeah.
Bush got into power. What was the first thing he did
I don't
after
know.
he got in?
I don't know.
Took a dump.
I was gonna say
You
it.
know
Took
what it is?
Quack.
I had no idea.
He went on friggin' vacation.
Wouldn't you? It was a long campaign trail.
Oh my God!
It's like
this
a
would
year.
be like
job
2 or 3
starts.
years, man. This election.
Obama's
Forever.
been on vacation more than any president in history.
Is
he?
Yeah.
Even Reagan?
Do you see that on a Facebook meme?
What?
Like, those are the worst, man. People just they
Thanks,
see
Obama.
a picture on Facebook and they're like, "Oh, this is fact."
Yeah.
I love that picture of Donald Trump when he's kind of putting his finger up and he's going like, I love that
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
It's so
There's a-
memeable.
There's a picture going around, and it was like the big pipeline protests that are going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
But like a friend of ours, I won't say who, shared it, and it was a picture of Woodstock. Like, this is all the people protesting at the pipeline, but it was a picture of Woodstock.
Woodstock in
It's
the
like
1969.
Don't like you could see the old vans. And
Quack.
like but he's just seen it and he shared it right away. Like, don't believe everything.
See,
see on Facebook. Don't-
you bring up a good point that
Chemtrails.
that our good friend Jeff Finch, our friend,
Yeah.
sister podcast,
Okay.
and he said we're now living in the share button generation,
Yeah.
where you see something, say Hillary is responsible for dead American soldiers in Benghazi. They go, oh, and
Yeah.
they just share it right away, so all of his friends see it.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then someone on his 400 Facebook friend list can see it. So, and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's the causal web of things. It's they tell 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends, and so on in Wayne's World. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought he brought up that was such a good point.
You know what?
Okay, but I agree, Joe. I think let's sort of pivot off of politics.
Ron Paul. 2016.
Sean
Quack.
2016.
I remember I was outside of the friggin' rec center. I was a little kid walking home from swimming, and Sean
Quack.
Paul was out
So
there.
last year.
Sean
Quack.
Paul was out there with Leo.
Quack.
2 names I got to duck out now. With Steve Hall's Quack.
And they
Is this
yelled
Sean
at,
Quack.
the rapper?
they yelled at me like, "You ever have sex with a sheep?" And they're like, "You stick it in their arse, and then the fluff goes meh."
That's amazing.
And I'm like, "What?"
Dude, I heard George Carlin said the best place to
Quack.
fuck a sheep is on the edge of a cliff because it pushes back. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
George Carlin, God bless his heart.
Yeah.
He
He said a lot of true things, though.
said a lot of truth, man. That
9/11,
guy.
inside job.
Nick Blake is his biggest fan, but Nick Blake doesn't understand when I quote George Carlin. Like everything, Nick Blake doesn't really understand what he's talking about.
I was about to ask you. It's not. This is pretty good. How do you?
What are you drinking there, Steve Hall?
We swapped.
Yeah.
They did a.
Well,
a
what are you
Beck's
drinking?
too. No
Beck's.
Becky's.
I'm drinking a Beck's.
What does the Beck's taste like?
It's very crisp and refreshing. I like
So,
it.
at Beck's,
It's got a
at
bit of
Beck's
a
on Twitter.
tang to it, doesn't it?
It's very efficient.
German and
Yeah,
efficient.
it's kind of similar to like Heineken, I guess. Have you ever had that?
That's a very German name as well.
Yeah.
It's very efficient and
Tasty.
blitzkriegi beer. I've been watching since I played Battlefield 1. Obviously, Battlefield 1's World War 1.
Yeah.
There are obviously Germans in World War 1. They kind of they started it, but they're kind of the biggest perpetrators. I've been watching a whole lot of documentaries on World War 1 and World War 2, and The
Holocaust never happened.
oh,
Wait a
It
minute.
was an inside job.
Not during World War One, it didn't. You're technically right. The best kind of right.
really irritates me playing Battlefield 1 when people say, "Oh, the
Quack.
fucking Nazis in World War One." There were no goddamn Nazis in World War One. Matt White needs to be here. He can continue this conversation.
He said he'd like to do sometime.
We've already spoken to him, yeah. But he's planning on doing it. At least he's in the future. Phil Bernard is next
We should
weekend.
Bring him in for the.
Phil Bernard.
Oh, he's a funny dude, man.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I love how
I
I
got
was,
so many questions for Phil. It's crazy.
I was messaging him on Facebook, and I was like, "Phil, yeah, next weekend." He's like, "Yeah, but one condition." I was like, "Okay, I refuse to do it sober." And I was like, "Perfect." I can't wait to get that guy on there.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Like,
Yeah.
you obviously go to Dexter
Yeah, he's taught me first aid and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's by far the best instructor.
because he's just he's such a laugh to be around. He's so
Yeah.
funny, and like I don't know what he taught us. I think it was
Complexity theory.
what?
Complexity theory.
No, at Dexter
Overhead
Institute.
hazards.
No, it was
Confined space. First aid CPR.
hanging by the thing, not by my neck.
Oh, a fall rest.
Fall rest.
Yeah.
I did. That was a weird gesture
Hanging
too.
by the neck.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
Get it.
but he taught us fall arrest, and he said because all the laws and stuff for fall arrest change like every year, and he said when he had to give a presentation before he worked at Dexter teaching, he had to go to Stephenville to give a presentation to like it was like the overview. No, it was like the some funny word on this group of people, like this panel of people for fall arrest. And they were called like the collective or something funny like that. It feels like I'm just picturing like people in robes and like people with like those
Eyes wide
porcelain
shut.
masks having
Yeah.
sex. And I was like, it was like just
Walking
this funny
into
name.
the building,
And, like,
eyes wide shut.
and I just imagine like only Phil Bernard would make that connection. Only Phil Bernard would point
When
that
you
out.
get him on the podcast next time,
Yeah.
ask him to tell a story about the chili competition.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
chili competition?
Yeah,
Okay.
remember
I
that.
already know a bunch of stories.
He poured
Yeah.
wax down his mouth and
Spit it
No,
out, and
it's
cracked
just
it
like
off.
make your own chili. He had to make his own chili.
I would win that, by the
put
way.
up his
I would beat you at that, Joe.
the bullies.
Battle.
the parents.
Let's have a bake-off. Me and you, I'd win.
Why is that?
Me and you have a bake-off. Not a jerk-off, a
Blaze
Chili
bake-off.
off?
Blaze it.
Yeah, you're gonna. That's
A
what I was
chili
thinking.
off or a
Four-
bake off?
Bake off, brah.
450 braise it.
Raise it.
Bake off.
No, but because you're pretty good in the kitchen, Joe. You're pretty handy in the kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a bit sexist, don't you think?
It is.
Although I know Joe identifies as a female, but
I do.
I identify as an attack helicopter.
Wah, wah, wah.
Lauren Southern is now legally. You showed me. Lauren Southern is now legally a male. 10 out of 10 was still destroyed.
Good for him.
You know,
I'm very. Hey, if you wanna, if that's what you wanna do, give her, man.
You know what? I agree
Or
100%.
give her, yeah.
Because I don't know any like actual trans people besides.
Angie.
I gotta tell you something. What's his name? Kenny Strobridge.
It's Angie now.
Angie.
And
I had a dream that me and you and Joe were hanging out.
Kenny Strobridge is a girl now?
Me and
she
you and
goes by
Joe
Angie.
we're hanging out. Jerry came. I didn't know who Jerry was because he looked different. Jerry was a transgender. His name was Geri.
Is it the?
Oh,
And then we seen Kenny Strobridge, but he was at it was a cashier, and I was like, "It's Kenny fucking Strobridge," and you're like, "No, it's whatever." And I was like, "Everyone's a transgender." I looked at Joe, and Joe had like lipstick and a wig on,
Is it?
and I was like,
dream.
"The whole world has gone gay."
Which one's Kenny? There's two Strobridges, right?
Yeah.
He was so
Perry.
skinny.
Yeah.
Perry, okay.
Yeah,
Perry
yeah.
and Kenny. Okay, yeah.
Are they related?
Yeah, they're cousins.
We can cut all this out, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
probably
Nobody
should.
knows who
Yeah,
these
cut.
people
Yeah,
are.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, definitely cut this part. Yeah.
We're gonna cut it out. Tits. When we cut all this
Quack.
out.
There's levels for you to notice it.
But yeah, okay. So Steve Hall,
Yeah.
it come to that point. I don't know what time are we at there, Mark? We usually take the time in every podcast with every guest that we do have.
Yep.
Good time.
What's the time?
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes.
So we're at 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. We usually take. We interview every guest that we have, Questions. And just see, get a grasp of it. Because I realized yesterday, after I was talking to him on Facebook, I've known you for how many years now? I don't know, a few years.
Yeah.
I've known you for quite a long time.
Yeah, I feel like probably like.
I don't know you, man. Like, legit. I don't know. I only realized after talking to you tonight, you were electrical.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're into. I don't know really where you're from besides here. I don't know where your parents are from. I don't know your parents. I don't know where you live. I don't know, I know you used to be fat. Now you're not.
Yeah.
I don't know, The thing is, I see you only around mutual friends because we're sort of mutually friends.
Yeah.
And I plan on sort of getting to know you better tonight. So I don't know what your favorite thing is. I don't know what your favorite food is. Whatever. So I have a bunch of questions here that are asked inside the actor studio.
Okay.
That I want you genuine, honest answers to.
Yep.
Any swear words we can quack out. It's no big deal.
Yep.
And so.
It'll be your quack anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So we're sitting down here with Steve Hall tonight, a man I've known for many years. But so I've really come to the realization I don't actually know him. Someone asked me to describe you, I'd be like, I don't know, some sort of average potato ginger guy. Used to be fat. That's all I got.
Is that how you describe the color of his hair? Is potato ginger?
Kinda.
What does potato even mean?
Yeah.
That's a word I come up with. That's a word. That's a rum coming out of me. See.
Okay.
Okay. So.
What's your background? Is one of your parents Scottish, Irish?
Scottish.
Of course.
Scottish.
Of course.
Okay.
Scottish, English.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense with last name Hall. Although, is it Irish that had it Mick on everything?
Yeah.
That's
So Scottish would be the Hall.
Okay. So, Mr. Steve Hall, what is your favorite word? And it could be anything. Favorite word to say, to think of, to spell.
He should have almost gave these questions to you to ponder.
Yeah.
But the thing is, but what I enjoy is that I give them to you on the fly, and the first thing you think of.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Constipation. That's a fun word to say.
It is. Yeah. It's not nice if you have it, but I'm sure.
No.
To lend it to someone else, I'm sure. Yeah.
The opposite of constipation, though, is not very much fun.
Free flowing.
Yeah.
The diarrhea is a fun word too.
Diarrhea.
Just any words that do with poop or fecal matter.
Okay.
I make songs with my sons. Like I have 2 boys, and with boys it's easy because all you have to do is take a song and change one of the words to poop.
Yeah.
They love you. They love it.
Kills it every time.
Every time. I'm like the
driving
funniest man in the world.
When we were kids, I don't know when you were kids. When we were kids, we in the bus. We used to sing when you're driving in a Chevy and you're feeling something heavy. Diarrhea.
Yeah.
Because you're kids. So what is
Sliding into third and you feel a juicy turd, diarrhea.
Okay, that is one of the many things I isolate for your highlight track.
Yeah. I sang "Push It" by Salt and Pepper. You know the song?
Push it real.
And he didn't know because I was like da 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 da, and push it feel good. And Matt
and I isolated and I couldn't stop laughing at it.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know
because
what it is.
We were talking and then we sort of stopped talking, but you kept singing.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
Okay, so what is your least favorite word? It could be anything. Words you hate to say. Words you hate the sound of.
Like saliva, probably. It always makes my mouth water, you know?
That was a bad joke.
Salivate.
Yeah.
Saliva. Okay. Now this one's a bit worded, a bit funny. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally? What gets your juices flowing and not in that way?
Joe.
On all levels, he makes me.
On all levels except physical. I am a wolf.
Yeah.
Bark.
I enjoy almost like trial and error, like when you're trying to do something, like for example,
it's a good thing you're an electrician.
When you were trying to get the mixer to work.
Yeah.
You were enjoying it.
We didn't fix it. You came with a solution. So I guess when you face with a problem, and you gotta get creative, and when you finally get a solution or finally figure it out or finally find out like why is it not working or whatever,
Yeah.
So perseverance.
Yeah, it's like just the satisfaction of figuring out something
Okay.
Even
well,
like being stubborn, I guess.
When it actually friggin' works.
Yeah.
So okay, well, that's fair enough. What turns you off?
Joe. I don't know. Just when people aren't willing to.
Suck me.
That's lame, but
Jesus.
people are really closed-minded, I guess. Like, I'm always usually open to trying new stuff or whatever, experimenting.
You're closed-minded but open-mouthed.
Yeah.
So
like-
closed-minded people aren't willing to bend on their.
Just give something a try,
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair
Or
enough.
they think their way is always
only-
right or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
My way is right.
What is your favorite curse word? Now, when you're gonna say it, I'm gonna quack out the consonants
So
and the vowels.
Oh, you're just gonna. So what? I have to spell it.
So you're gonna no, you can say it, but I'll quack it out, but you'll still know what you're saying. You can
Oh.
put it together. So what's your favorite swear word?
Favorite swear word.
We had this so fast with little Jonah.
Yeah.
Little Jonah just said something right away. I don't know if you know Jonah Newman. You know Wounded Newman?
I know Woundy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his little brother.
I always wondered about his name. How did his parents come up with it?
Because it means wounded in the name of Christ.
Is
Oh.
that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Makes sense.
I know very few things about Wounded Newman.
He's a nice guy. He's a really good.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh yeah, it's right there. Prick.
See, we don't have to quack that out
No, that's a good one.
because it can mean like a needle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just a little prick.
Yeah.
Don't be a prick. You are such a prick. That's a good
Okay,
one.
that's pretty good actually. Yeah.
Except with the Austin Powers scene there.
Yeah, I know. I noticed. It's just a flu shot. Ooh.
Just a little prick.
Okay, what is your favorite sound or noise?
The first thing that popped in my head was like a really creepy old door opening. I don't know why, but that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Okay, well that's fair enough. You know, I like that sound. I don't like if it's my door. I like if it's someone else's. Okay, what sound or noise do you hate?
Nails on a chalkboard or nails on anything, just scratching, just goes right through me. Nothing here. No.
No, it has to be dry. It doesn't
Yeah,
like
it's
a
gotta
dry.
be like a chalkboard or
Yeah.
I can't. Actually, that doesn't
glass.
bother me in the least.
no.
No.
No,
but
me
then again,
neither.
No.
But you know what I hate? If you got a round top shovel and you're digging in the ground and you come across a rock and you
Which is all the time here.
and when you exactly because we live in Labrador and it just scrapes along
Yeah.
and that dry sound of metal on rock.
I think you told me about that actually.
Yeah, I hate that.
Mine is when people, because when you buy something that's in a box and you open the box up and there's
That
styrofoam inside, you have to sort of handle the
yeah,
styrofoam.
that too, yeah.
Oh, it makes my back funny. Okay, so what profession other than the one you currently have would you like to do? What profession, any profession ever, would you like to do?
If you knew exactly how to do it,
Yeah, no training,
doesn't
whatever.
matter. You
can
just knew.
Okay, now you're a thoracic surgeon, Steve Hall.
Oh,
You're whatever.
can I be good at surgery?
Well, I mean,
Or like,
You would be good at
I
it.
just
at what
they
you
let me
wanted to
do it. Like,
well, you're as good as
Yeah.
you're good at this current profession as you are as an electrician.
also really good.
I'm really good at putting tape on stuff.
Goddamn phenomena.
I'm gonna isolate that too. Thinking.
Yeah.
Any job in the world.
NASCAR driver.
Really?
No.
You go around in
So-
circles,
boring.
man. That's
So
boring.
you're a liar.
Yeah.
That's like worse than baseball.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
There's not many
you're
things worse than baseball,
No,
Joe.
there's not.
The only
I
good
think,
thing
like-
about baseball is beer.
Maybe like some kind of presenter or like a PR person for like a big successful company. That'd be cool. Does that count? What if I just like said I founded a really successful company, an entrepreneur? There you go.
Do you want to be an entrepreneur? I want to be a business owner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have a successful business I can be proud of. And
Okay.
Get to fly around.
Start
all
a
the time.
business,
Yeah.
people. Me and you.
all right, let's do it.
Okay. So what profession would you not want to do?
Would want to be a cop for sure. I
Of
feel like
all
I'd be
things.
too lenient with people. Like this guy's doing 170 in a school zone, and then I'd pull him or her over, or whatever, and yeah, I'll give you a 10 over or something. I think I'd be too lenient, or like, go on.
Don't worry about it.
Like you've only had what 8 beers?
9, you would have had a problem.
Yeah.
If you can chug your beer before I chug mine.
Yeah. I'd be the worst cop. Yeah.
So you'd be a bad cop, would you?
Yeah.
Okay. If heaven exists, Steve, what would you like God to say to you as you arrive at the pearly gates?
What up?
Oh, very good. Excellent. You know what Mike Burns said? What's the 420 blazing?
Very good too.
Who said, "Here's a beer"? That was Joe.
Joe, here's a beer.
Here's a beer.
You weren't
Quack. Just like Hank Hill.
Weren't-
Quack. Hank
Yeah,
Hill
like
style.
that.
That's what Joe said.
Yeah. Here's a beer. You weren't.
Quack. Yeah.
Yeah. Jonah had nothing. Jonah was like, I don't know. It's just
He's
I don't
18
know.
years old. He hasn't made it.
I said today.
His brain is still maturing.
He put on Facebook. It was like he shared a picture. It was like Lad Bible. Whenever when people asked what you want for Christmas, it was a picture of Will Smith in that movie where he's a teacher, and it was like him like it was a tears coming down. Yeah, and it was like just pay a bill, and I was like, you're 18. You didn't go to school. What bills do you have?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
bills do you have? You don't have anything.
Yeah. Live in the city. Live in the city. Go live in the
That's a
city.
good song by Stevie
Go
Wonder.
live in the city.
Living in
Tell
the
me.
city.
Tell me. Because living here, this is a cakewalk compared to living in the city.
Compared.
Because everything seems to, even though it's cheaper. Are you connected
You
to my
got a
Wi-Fi? Please
phone
tell me.
call?
I am
Yes, you
connected
are.
to your Wi-Fi. Hello.
Snake. Okay.
Hi. You're
She's really
you're
dark.
currently on the cans on the wires. We're recording right now.
Who is it?
It's Lissy.
His wife.
Hi.
My wife. Hi.
You okay? What are you doing?
Is she having a crumpet?
She's in bed.
She's lying on a crumpet.
But you just messaged me, so I figured you were up.
I was missing you.
Oh, I miss you too. So we're here with Joe and Mark and Steve Hall, and we're just I think cluing up our recording for the night actually,
After.
and then it goes poor
technical
connection.
difficulties.
I figured I'd give you a call and tell you I love you because I've had a few beer and I'm a bit drunk.
I love you too.
See, there's Steve Hall.
You're a bit drunk.
There's Steve Hall there, and that's Joe. I just tapped the phone on the
Bye,
microphone.
Steve. Hi, Joe.
Hey.
She said your name first. She likes you more.
Joe's jealous now.
I'll make it up at Christmas, Joe.
That sounds strange.
She's coming in for Christmas, isn't she?
This is coming in for Christmas, yeah.
Let's take her to Furtech.
No, let's not take her to the Furtech. God, no.
What?
The strip bar, Fairmont. Let's not never go. No.
Oh, okay.
You gotta go, Lissy. Don't go.
No, don't go.
Don't go.
Well, I figured, okay.
Yeah, well, you got to be able to get there first. So
I figured I'd call you since you were messaging me. I was like, oh, let's call the wife.
anyway,
And-
shall we? Do you want me to sign us off while you speak with Lissy? And
Well, no, I figured I clear this up real quick.
okay,
Well,
you didn't hang up on the woman, did you?
no, she's still there.
Oh, okay,
Say hi to
good.
Mark.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
You know anytime? Yeah, like you've never done it, Joe. No.
I haven't.
Hello.
Haven't done what?
I love you, babe. Can we call tomorrow?
Called the Bobbies.
Love you too. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was my wife. She doesn't listen to the
What
podcast.
time is dinner?
No.
Like 6 or.
No, it's 1:34 in the morning.
Oh, okay. It's
It's really not that much of a
No, it's
difference.
not.
No, it really
much
isn't,
like
no.
that, man.
No, I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4
Not
hours
much
normally. Since they went back first, we're gonna go back tomorrow.
Oh,
So it's gonna be
okay.
4 hours time difference.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of
Quack. Quack.
not living
Yeah.
with your wife.
Yeah,
You better
Quack.
fucking appreciate what you got living with your woman every
Well,
day.
I did a year-long distance.
Excuse me.
China was 12-hour difference. Time difference. So I can
Who
never
lived in
feel
China
anything.
for a year?
My girlfriend worked here for 3 years
Why?
as a teacher.
Teaching it.
Why?
English.
Why
Why
would you?
not?
Why would you go to
A lot
China?
of people did that.
New, you know,
you get
new
to go
experiences,
see
yeah.
some new things.
I don't like Chinese food.
Listen,
Yeah,
the
I'm
Chinese
joking.
food that we
Yeah.
That
have.
was a joke. It was a joke.
Their
Oh,
Chinese
good.
food.
I know.
Very
Oh,
delicious.
you went, didn't you?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It looks really cool. I think I'd like to go
Did you
there.
ever eat,
Dog?
no, what's the eggs that they boil?
Oh, like
Oh,
the ferment,
the
like
100-year-old
eggs
egg or
with
whatever?
The fetuses still inside.
No, the
Well,
piss eggs.
I've seen
Little boy
them in like the
piss eggs.
grocery store, but
That
I've
is
never,
a puke tarp song.
Never tried them.
Piss
The
egg.
piss eggs.
Little
Not-
boy piss
not
eggs.
brave enough to
No,
try.
they say it just tastes like piss, like sulfur.
Well, what does piss taste like?
I don't know. I'm glad to say that I don't know.
I don't
but
either.
If it tastes like it smells,
Tastes like Dos Equis.
Me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Glad I got the best.
should we sign this one off?
I think
Or
we're
what?
good for now. I think we should only do.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening. If you
You're not
did
welcome.
listen, and we are out. Peace.